Today we're going to go over how to work Nissan Connect Services. So when you launch it, which is going to be from this app here, it's going to look like this, and it takes a moment. It will update everything, and you'll see right up here, you've got your, right below the word road, you've got your distance to empty on your gas as well. It shows me that it's locked. Now down on the bottom, on the left, I can see I've got a button to flash the lights and beep the horn, or I've got a button to just flash the lights. I can lock or unlock the vehicle on the right, but what we're going to do at the moment where I can see it's already locked is we're going to start this up. I've got mine set for Face ID. I can see for the vehicle from here and the lights have just flashed. So it is running, and this should come back in a second and update just to let me know what's going on. There we go. We see that it's up and running. I've got a check mark, and that's going to change here in just a moment, just to give me a counter to show me where we're at with all of this. Now I've got 10 minutes left on this. So while that's running, we're going to bring up the status. And at the top, I can see my distance to empty. I can see the vehicle is locked. And at the moment, I can't see my tire pressure just yet. However, if I scroll, I can see my engine is good, my oil is good, airbags are good, brakes are good, braking system is good, and if we drop one of them down just to see, it says no action required. From there, I can see the odometer is 3,647 kilometers, and then I've got some vehicle info right there. I can also schedule my service right from the app, and it's going to take me over to the website, find my location, and allow me to pick it from there so I can go through and set my service. We're going to back out of that again. Drop that down. My next thing over is for destinations. I can set a destination, and it'll then show me I can have it sent to one of my maps for Apple CarPlay, or I can use the car finder. It'll take me right to the vehicle. If I hit the little walking man right here, we see it's trying to find the vehicle there. Basically, I'm going to press yes this. It's going to open door-to-door navigation, which I already have installed. It's finding my walking directions here, and now it will walk me right to the vehicle itself. This is a great feature for when you're looking to find where your car is at. Our next one over is going to get me to the monitoring and alerts. Within that, I can go in and I can set a speed alert. So I can set this anywhere from 16 kilometers an hour up to 160 kilometers an hour. So if you have a young child, or a young driver in the house, you can go ahead and set that for whatever the speed is in the area that they're going to be. I can also set it to display an alert in the vehicle, or it will just display on my phone when they violate that, if they do. Hopefully not. We'll save that. And we can see there one of 3 alerts has been set. Now I'm going to turn this off because this is one of our demos. And then as that's doing that, we're going to go back. We can set a boundary alert as well. So we're going to go ahead and add a boundary alert. And I'm going to say, at the bottom it says tap and hold desired location on a map or enter destination. So I'm going to say 60 Baker Drive, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. So we've got this set here. I'm going to select that. I'm going to adjust my boundary size. Now, if this was for a young driver in the house, I might want to increase up to 5 kilometers. Just because I know that they're going to stay within that range. And arrival and departure, I can set an alert in the vehicle, which I'm not going to at the moment. I'm going to hit save. This will go ahead and add an alert there as well. Now again, I am going to disable this as this is our demo. And then I'm going to back out. Curfew alert works very similarly. I can add a curfew. I can pick which days of the week it will apply or set it for all week. I can set a start time and an end time or all day. Again, I can display the alert in the vehicle or just on my phone. And then finally, we have valet alert. Now, by default, it's set for 0.25 kilometers. If you know the valet parking is going to be a little further, you can go ahead and set that to a little bit more. So I've got it at 1 kilometer there. And the whole point of this one is if you use valet parking anywhere, if they go outside of that range when they're parking it, you should go talk to somebody because somebody's out for joyriding in your vehicle. So we'll turn that back off. Now, in your warranty manual, when you get your new vehicle, there is a big bold number for the toll-free number for Nissan. That'll take you to an automated system where you can then access roadside assistance, customer care, vehicle locator for stolen vehicle, amongst other things. If we go to this last option over, these three options are going to bypass the automated menu and get you directly to it. Now we're going to go back to the home menu for a second, and I can see there's 5 minutes left for the running time. And I'm just going to go ahead and stop that right now. And seeing the vehicle outside the dealership here, I can see that it's already stopped. And we'll give that a second as it's going to pop up, and it should give me another green check mark to tell me that yes, it did accomplish what it was looking to do, like so. So from here, we're going to go over. I can bring up vehicle information, and in here I have access to a health report. So I'm not within the 30-day time frame yet. I can set notifications for a stolen vehicle locator, alarm, vehicle health report, and I can set them to be a push notification on my phone, email, or text for any of them. These are the defaults that are set right here. I can go to remote services. This will pick and choose which things I can do remotely from the app. And then monitoring and alerts, and again, same thing. These will be the notifications. These are the defaults. I can set the text or email to be on any one of these as well. Package info just shows me what's going on with the status of my app subscription. And then I can reset personal data within here, which I'm not going to do at the moment. Activity history is going to show me what's going on, so I can see that the remote engine was started and stopped today, and if I hit past, I can see any of these as well. There's no activity listed for any of those. And then profile will allow me to add an additional vehicle if necessary. I currently have 2 under my account. I can reset my PIN, which I'm not going to do at this time. And you can see I have Face ID enabled where I do have an iPhone. Under emergency contacts, I currently don't have anything listed here, but I can, and that way if there is an issue with the vehicle that creates an emergency, for instance, airbags going off, it will generate contact info to whoever I've got listed. Under the FAQs, I can see everything that I need. There is a lot of information here. Please don't be afraid to use this. I can even see the different packages and pricing. It'll take me right to the website for that. Lots of pre-typed in questions. Everything that you need to make it as easy as possible. The terms and conditions are all listed in here as well. You can take some time and go through all of that. Or I can sign out, which I'm not currently going to do just because I want to keep everything signed in, but that is a quick overview of how to work Nissan Connect Services. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Also, you can access everything off of Nissan's website. Hopefully somebody, when you bought your vehicle, was good enough to go through and help you get this set up. If not, feel free to reach out and we'll do what we can to help you get all set up with this. You can also do a web search for Nissan Connect Services. It will take you to the site where you can create your account. Again, if you're buying a new car, I know in Canada, most of us are using a system called NCAR when somebody is picking up a vehicle. And right in that, if the vehicle is equipped with Nissan Connect Services, it will allow you to go ahead and set up the account during the delivery of your vehicle. Hope this helps.